So a recruiter reached out to me and said he saw my application on one of their recruiting website, which in no doubt is no doubt in doubt is not in doubt, because prior to now I've submitted countless applications over the period of like a month or two, trying to get a remote job I can combine with what I'm doing currently that will give me time to do more in my career. And given that, I didn't doubt him, because guess what? I've put out application for remote online job everywhere I could see. So now this guy said, yes, he's gonna go ahead to let them contact me if I'm willing to see what the offer was. And then I said yes, and this lady reached out to me. This was about 2 months ago in November. And after she chatted me, it didn't go down with me. So I stopped talking to her. I didn't talk until wow, till this January, right? She kept asking me that, do I still need a job? Am I still looking? And I'm like, at least let me close this chapter. This is January. I said, okay, I'm still looking for a job, but the offer you are giving to me is sounding too nice to be true, so I will pass. I said, no, I will not do this job. And she said, why do you think it's too nice, it's too good? But she won't blame me, because when she joined the organization 8 months ago, she also thought that their compensation was too good for the job. But that, why don't I give it a try, that I don't have anything to lose? I said, okay, I'll give it a try. I don't have anything to lose. In my mind, I put up my defense high. I'm saying, you're not getting my social security numbers. You're not getting my details, my bank details. You're not getting my address. You're not getting my money. So all the traditional security checks, I marked. I was like upfront defensive that no, they're not gonna get this. So no matter what you guys are saying, I'm not give. If it gets to you asking me, okay, can I get your socials for us to proceed? That's it. I'll block you. Guess what? She didn't need all this. She didn't ask for it. Okay, then my next defense was to wait for any link she's gonna send, and I'm not gonna click on any link, because then that's how they get to hack your things, your database, your bank, and all those things. So I was already on the defense, waiting for when she'll say, okay, I'm gonna send a link to you, click it so we can continue. And I'll be like, no, I know you. I'm not. Guess what? She didn't send. So now, after telling me the nature of the business, the job, she said they optimize apps. That is a very minor job I can do with my phone, or if I have a laptop, it's okay. So she'll send me to the website, which later turned out to be a cloned website, because she told me the name of the organization. I'm not going to tell you the name of the organization. The reason is, or maybe I'll tell you, they can still change the name of their organization and come to you, and you say, oh, this is a different organization, and this is not the one Oni fell to. So you're not, that may make you trust them. So it doesn't matter the name of the organization, but in my case, the name was rendernetwork.com. And she said, you can go look us up on Google, which I did. I went extensively. I told her to give me time till tomorrow. I did every research I know about rendernetwork.com. I watched videos on YouTube. I was asking questions on Google, on YouTube. Is rendernetwork.com a scam? Nobody have any feedback on that. And the only person that wrote, say, how dare you think Render Network app is scam, is not scam. These things I'm telling you is on Google. Is not scam. The only thing is that every business has its what's the word they use. If you search on Google, you're gonna see what I'm telling you. You read it there, how they wrote it. Yeah, so I said, okay, I'm not losing anything. I'm not giving you anything. Let's give it a try. I came back to her. We continue. She said she's gonna give me 45 minutes training, which turned out to be almost 3 hours, because basically I really don't know a lot of things that she needed me to know, which includes learning how to trade on cryptocurrency, which is one of the blessings in my storm. I was able to learn a few things about crypto. Yeah, so now she taught me that it was a long, endless sessions of training. I will be honest with you. This person earned, I don't know if somebody is this good, why use it for bad? Because this person is technically in depth in this. But what I got to learn is that I really don't know the ways of the street. This is in Nigeria, they say they run you street. So they run me street, but I won't let them run street to you as long as you watch me. So after all the extensive training, she told me, congratulations, that's basically it, that the job doesn't really require much background check, which that's my saving grace, because if they had asked me for background check, maybe I would have start putting in my details where I shouldn't put. So and then she created a work account and say, okay, now we are gonna start the first set of work, which is maximizing apps. So the app companies, every app company in the world, I have screen record of everything. As time goes, I'm gonna be showing us, the screen records while I'm live. I'm gonna be showing us. So, and all the app you can think of, name them: Apple, Google Play, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all of them are these people's clients, and they keep paying this render network global, paying them to keep maximizing their app. Maximizing means like to have a search in, how we all know, most of us know, if you're a creative or content creator, you know about search engine optimization. Yeah, so I know a little about search engine optimization. So it kind of look like what search engine optimization will do for all these many apps. So she said these are all our clients. So now my job is just to be optimizing these people's app, that they don't want to do it what's the word, instead of manually. Yeah, that they don't want to do it, is it digitally or something like that, so that it requires somebody clicking the start and the submit button. So I'm going to dedicate 2 to 3 hours every day doing this, and that the rule for me to remain employed with them is that at the end of every day I must finish my task, finish my assignment on the system, which is maximizing all these apps. So in total I was getting 120 apps in a day to optimize. Yeah, so but for her to start training me that day, she needed about 1,500. She decided to, because she could start with minimum of $100, but because she said she want to make enough profit to be able to give me some of that, she started it with $1,500. And at the end of the optimization, she did the first set of 40, and then she handed it over to me and said, continue. All these things are happening remotely. So I was able to sign into the website with her on the work account. Both of us were working together. At a point, she let me continue. When she finished the first set of 40, I still have like 80 more to go. She told me to continue. So I finished the second set of 40, and at the third set of 40, I ran into deficiency because the 1,500 that she funded the work account has just exhausted. You couldn't pay for those optimizations anymore. And she said, call me whenever you have problem. And immediately I wrote her on WhatsApp and say, I ran into problem. We are insufficient of funds to continue optimizing these apps. So she sent me, she said, okay, that's it. I wanted you to come to this point in your training where you see what happens when the account goes insufficient. And now that it has happened, is a good time for me to understand how that stage of the job works. So she went ahead and bought a cryptocurrency of, I was deficient of $741 needed to continue and finish the task. And bear in mind that at the end of each day, you must finish your work task. That's the condition of remaining a staff in this organization. So she went out of she just said, give me a few minutes, let me go buy the crypto so you can continue. And this was the point I was waiting for her. I was waiting to see if she was trying to scam me. That's the point she's going to say, you know what, I had put in the first 500 for you to be trained. Now is your turn to continue if you want to keep this job. But guess what? She didn't do that. I'm saying she, but that's because the WhatsApp she hacked and used to chat me, the owner of that WhatsApp's name is Melissa. So when people hack into your WhatsApp, this is all they're using it to do. They're not going to use their personal number, their personal WhatsApp to chat people up. They're going to use the numbers that they hijacked from real people. So I'm calling her Melissa, but it might be a man. It might be one man in one different country like that. But he lied to me and said his name is Melissa. He's in New York. So bear that in mind. But for the purpose of this video, I have to say the way it happened. Her name on WhatsApp was Melissa. That's actually one of the reasons why I believed her, because both her and the recruiter, when the recruiter wrote me a text message, his name showed there as Gary. On Google verification, you know how Google will show you who the real user is even without them telling you. So I saw it highlighted faintly on their number that their name was Gary. So I fell to that. I forgot that this could be people's hacked numbers they were using. So moving forward, she went and bought the crypto that we needed to continue. At this website, they prefer to use Ethereum. I'm sure some of you, just like me, it was your first time hearing that coin. The popular coin we all know was Bitcoin. But this time around, she said this website prefers using Ethereum. A lot of crypto names that I got to learn. She signed me up and taught me how to use MetaMask and similar apps that are like MetaMask, where you can purchase, sell, send, and transfer your cryptocurrencies. Gratefully to her, I've never known the names of these coins or how to purchase or sell them before, but I am someone who always like to see the positive in every negative experience I had. So she taught me how to use the app MetaMask to purchase, and at that process she also purchased the negative that I had on my work account of $741, and she recharged my system and I continued working. At the end of my 120 set of tasks, she withdrew the money and she showed it to me how she withdrew it she sent it to, of course, her MetaMask account, and then she transferred it to Coinbase. All those apps are real apps, authentic apps. So she sent it to Coinbase, sent a screenshot to me and say, finally, I've completed this task. And in total, she has put 1,500 plus the $741 she put. You can do the mathematics and see how much she used just for me to get trained and finish this task. She never asked me for a penny. Then she cashed out the money, and voila, there are some commission because she had invested her 200 and her total. You know what the total is. I don't want to misquote numbers, so my credibility will not be judged incorrectly. So now her total, she got a commission of 0.5% or 0.7% for using her money to do this to optimization for the organization. So she was able to withdraw her money and also have that little commission that was given to her. She told me before we started that I was going to get 20% of that after my training, 20% of the profit, not the total money. And in essence, truly, she did like she said. She sent me my 20% on PayPal. Yes. No, I think she sent it on Coinbase first. It's a lot of processes because they don't want the money to be traced. So they sent from one app to the other, to the other, to the other. And then it eventually got to my Coinbase, and all the way step by step. I can tell you I have over 1,000 screenshots from this impersonator of Melissa telling me what to do. I appreciate her for that. She may be evil with her motive and her intention, but I won't take it away from her that she's a hard worker and she understands this trade. What I don't know is if she was given a better opportunity, he or she, whoever is behind the mask, if they will do life differently from what they are doing right now, or they just decide to choose that lifestyle. Because in life, I believe that the things we do is based on how we think. If her orientation to life and how she views things changes, I'm not sure he or she, whoever is behind the mask, will want to do this, because this person knows a lot that can be used positively. So she taught me so much, and I was able to cash out. It was $87 from my Coinbase into my PayPal. And for during the training, I understand that for me to use this work account, the basic activation fee was $100. So I know that at this point, if it was you, without you hearing it from me that it didn't end well, at this point you are gradually laying your guard down. You're saying, oh, these people are not out to harm me. They never asked me to contribute to the work account. She put in all her 1,500, and when we ran into some insufficiencies, she still had to fund the account again and balance the negative of $741. And at the end of the training, she still sent me the commission. They have, like, at this point, you're less and less gradually dropping your judgment on their intentions and their integrity. That was where I am. And remember, I'm someone who is in need. They came to me in the light of my need to get a job that will be more convenient for me to do it while I also pursue my career, and my bills will not fail. I don't have anyone helping me right now with my bills. My survival, I realize, depends solely on me. And while I pursue my career, it's just like having a business. Sometimes you make profits, sometimes you don't. And those days the rainy days when you don't make profits, your mortgage, your car notes, or whatever life you already set going must not fail. So in my desperation, I want to keep my job. I don't want to lose it. I don't want a situation where I'm not able to meet up with the standard operation of my organization, which is making sure I finish all the tasks, all the projects, all the assignments that have been assigned to me each day for me to be able to keep my job. So bear all this in mind, because when you're judging a situation, always remember the person's situation. Your situation might be that you are a sheltered, kept woman. A man is picking up your bill, helping you make life easy. At such time, you will be more reasonable. When you are in need, you're trying to save a situation, you will not be as coherent. So always remember that, and judge and just extend grace, because doing this is not easy to me. It's not easy. Yeah, so far with the whole stories I've told you about my experience, these people kept all their parts. They never asked me for any security breaching question. They never asked me for any or anything. All the traditional thing you always look out for. They never told me to click a link. Remember that. And now remember, they never asked me to contribute money to finish this project. And remember that they paid me. They paid me. Someone they do not know. They sent me $87, which was 20% commission. Is it 20% commission from the total work we did, and they got a paid bonus or commission for involving their money to finish the organization task. Okay, now it's my turn to continue, all right? Now my turn to continue. I'm done with the work account. It's closed. It's time for me to go sign in my own account and continue. And in my own account, I'm deficient. I just have $87. I'm deficient with, please do the maths. I'm not very good with mathematics, but I have to bring this my account to at least minimum of $100 for me to be able to start my work. So what is I think $14 was needed, right, for me to bring my account to the minimum, basic minimum, to start my job, for my first job in this organization. What is $14 for someone who has given you 87? So if you are into 419, if you're into frauding, you can take this as a bonus and go wrong with it. But all I know is the more you lick an ice with a knife in it, is a matter of time. You cut your tongue and you will bleed to death, because the more your frozen tongue is being cut, you're licking your own blood, you're sucking it in, it's sweet to you. You think you are doing others, you don't know you are doing yourself. Life does not end here. I just came out from a funeral today of my first time ever coming close to a dead person, seeing her. See, don't do evil. Okay. You don't need a pastor, a church, a mom, or a fa, or anybody telling you, don't do evil. Okay. Well, that's not the topic for now. So now I'm continuing with the job, right? What is $14 for people who trusted me to give me their own money? So I continued the job. Remember, I told you there's 0.5 commission on every money you use to do job for them. So you're the one who determine if you want to use more money so you can get 0.5% of that back, or if you want to just use $100 so you can keep getting 0.5% of $100 back. They never pressured me. They never called me on phone. They never told me, oh, put more money, put more money. You see? So that's the trick. Now, see how it went. She now created a WhatsApp group chat, and in that group chat, which I later found out that she was the same person. On that group chat, we were like 41 people, which I later found out were all hacked numbers. People like you and I, whose WhatsApp have been hijacked. Sometimes you don't know what, you just think, oh, they hacked my account, but thank God my bank account is safe. They were not able to. Sometimes the traditional one, we hear that, oh, they are calling your family members saying you were involved in a motor accident and you should send some money, and now they can clone people's voice. Do you know that? If you're unaware of that, please go to FBI website and read so many scheming styles that even me, I was unaware of. God has been the one protecting me all this while, me and my family, because we've not really always been in the street. In short, we've never been in the street, not even now. If you are not street smart, in this time, these days are evil. They will run you streets. This girl that trained me keep trying to calm me down. Don't fear. I know how you feel. Me too. When I joined this company, I was feeling like you. She kept trying to remind me that internet is a dangerous place. People always want to scam you, and that she's been scammed a few times in her life, that she knows how painful it is, that internet is a place to watch out for. So she keep calming me down. I remember this is for over 5 days. Training, helping me, and I did this job for 5 days. I never had one problem. I always cash out my money, the money I invest. I used to do the job at the end of the day. Like immediately the job is done, I cash out my money back to Coinbase, back to PayPal. I never had one issue. So how does it work? They now put me on the group chat. What does the group chat do? I'll continue this video because I hope to download it to send it to everyone who has been asking me what happened. It's very exhausting and tiring telling the story over and over, and it's not a very pleasant one. So I'm gonna download it. I don't want it to be too long, in such a way that I'm not able to share it at one time on all the social media platforms. So just wait. I'll sign out. I'll end the live and I'll continue it again, so it will have batches. This is batch one. I'll continue with batch two. Okay, thank you for coming back. Okay, so I'll end it now and then I'll start again immediately, so I can tell you how the job works and what the WhatsApp group did, the role they played.